Hey guys, welcome back to another Talk with Bliss section. My name is Blessing and here on this channel we talk about every single thing aviation. Before I start my video, I would like to shout out to all my new subscribers that came to my channel from just Cahill. Thank you so much for your kind and flattering word. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you so much for the support so far. And I'm assuring you that you enjoy your stay on this channel. And also I would like to shout out to my amazing friend Josh Cahill. Thank you so much for being kind. Thank you so much for the visibility. If you're wondering what's going on, if you just check my channel, you see that my channel blew up, and all thanks to Josh Cahill. I'll be leaving a link to the video that he made, and he did a shout out for me to blew up my channel. Thank you so much. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your patience. You all are the real deal. For some weeks now, I've not released video because I had to renovate my room, get some equipment, do a lot of stuff. I'm not done with it, but I'm back and stronger than ever. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you tips to overcoming flight anxiety, which is also known as aviophobia. Flight anxiety is simply when a person is scared of flying. It can be sponsored by claustrophobia, that's the fear of being in a confined place. It can be sponsored by fear of heights. It can be sponsored by a terrible experience you've had in the past. It can also be sponsored by what you've had or what you've seen. And it's very possible to develop flight anxiety later on. Like you've been flying, you've done several flights, you're not scared, but later on you just develop the fear of flying. So on this video today, I'll be sharing with you very effective tips to overcoming flight anxiety. If you follow the due process, it's gonna work for you. If you're about to go on your first flight and you're still having this fear of, oh my god, what will happen? Don't worry. On this video, I'll be sharing with you so many effective tips to overcoming flight anxiety. So let's get right to the video. Tip number 1, get control of your mind. The major cause of flight anxiety is your mind. You have to avoid all this what if question. You ask yourself, what if this plane crash? What if we take off, the plane crash? You have to avoid all this what if question. Be very positive. So many planes take off and they land safely. Yours will not be an exemption. You understand? You be positive. Feed your mind with positive things. Avoid crash documentaries. You are feeding your mind with so many negativity that is going to increase your fear of flying. And also, I want you to take notes. If there is something wrong with the plane, we won't even board you, talk more of taking you off. You understand? Everybody values their life. You have to trust your pilots. Nobody wants to die. We won't risk. In aviation, we don't take risks. We don't do these 50-50 games like, oh, don't worry, the plane is manageable. We don't do that. That's the reason why sometimes you see that they delay you and all of that. So we don't take risks in aviation. So you have to trust your pilots, your crew. We are all trained to handle any whatever situation we can find ourselves in, any emergency. So you have to trust your pilots, relax yourself, and enjoy your flight. Tip number 2, get a distraction. This is very important. When you're coming for your flight, get something to distract your mind from thinking about, oh, my plane will soon crash, all those kind of stuff. You can get yourself a book to read on board the flight, either via your phone, checking your phone, talking to somebody. Just do something or get something to distract your mind throughout the flight. It can be you listening to music and, you know, enjoying yourself, feeling yourself and all of that. Just distract your mind during the flight. Tip number 3, choose a suitable seating criteria. This is very important. When you're booking your flight, make sure you book seats at the forward of the aircraft or at the middle of the aircraft. But I'm not going to really advise you book seats at the middle of the aircraft because you might unfortunately be sitting at the overwing exit and the crew will come and give you instruction like, okay, this is what you do in the case of an emergency, and that can tend to increase your fear. So you book seats at the forward of the aircraft. The reason why I say you should book seats at the forward of the aircraft is because during turbulence, people seated at the front, they tend not to experience those shaking much. They don't feel the pressure much as we that we stay at the back. Yeah. And also when you're booking your seat, book an eye seat. If you're gonna sit close to the window and you're looking outside, seeing the whole height and all of that, it can tend to increase your fear. Tip number 4, tell the crew about your anxiety. This is very important. When you come on board, talk to the flight attendants. Tell them, this is my problem. I'm scared of flying and all of that. And I'm very sure they will attend to you very well. They know what to do. We are trained on all of this. So when you come for the flight, tell them about your anxiety. And also, if it's possible, tell the person sitting close to you about your anxiety too. Tip number 5, get to the airport very early. This is very important. Come to the airport, be settled, so that you can be comfortable with the environment. Not when you're coming for your flight, you're late, you're rushing. It can even cause you to have panic attack. Come to the aircraft early, even before you're checking in. Sit down, get comfortable with the environment before your flight. 6th thing you should do is focus on the bright side of aviation. Aviation is very lovely. Aviation is very beautiful. Flying is a wonder. Seeing plane take off, land, seeing beautiful clouds, seeing the wonder of God is very, very beautiful. So you have to focus on the bright side of aviation. You can do that by reading books about aviation or coming to channels like this, my channel, because if you're on this channel, I'll make sure you love aviation. Coming to channel that'll help you boost your confidence in flight. So guys, these are the 6 effective tips to overcoming your flight anxiety. If you have any other tips that you'd like to share with us that I did not mention in this video, do well to comment it. Let us know. And if you've tried out any of these tips, please come back to this channel and let me know if it worked out for you. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. If you find this content valuable and you still haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe, and do not forget to turn on the notification button, as every single week I'll be releasing a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.